other half of the sky. Woman, I can hardly express my mixed emotion and my thoughtlessness. After all, I'm forever in your debt. And woman, I will try to express my inner feelings and thankfulness, showing me that meaning of success. I know you understand the little child inside the man. Please remember that my life is in your hands. Woman, hold me close to your heart. However distant, don't keep us apart. 'Cause after all, it's written in the stars. Well, do-do-do-do-do. Well, do-do-do-do-do. Well, woman, please let me explain. I never meant to cause you sorrow or pain. So let me tell you again and again and again, I love you. Well, now and forever, I love you. Well, now and forever, I love you. Well, now and forever. Oh, woman. Oh, well, now and forever. Ooh. I love you. Well, now and forever, I love you. Hey, folks. How is everybody tonight? Wanted to start tonight with some John Lennon. It was today, 44 years ago that John was taken from us. And that song was released as the next single just about a month after John died. So even from the grave, he had a number 2 hit on the charts. And over in the United Kingdom, his native home, that song hit number 1, replacing, I might add, interestingly enough, his own re-released single, Imagine. So, pretty special stuff. I have to do something very unprofessional here for a second. I have something going on just out of camera that I need to go turn off that I didn't realize was going to start automatically. Otherwise, it's going to start making noise that my microphone might pick up. So please talk amongst yourselves for about 20 seconds while I tend to that, and I'll be right back. I need some stage hands. Okay. We'll be playing a big mix of music today. I'll be looking at your requests. But I wanted to start with a John Lennon song, and I wanted to continue paying homage to John Lennon. I have been actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to say hi to some folks, check out what's in the requests, and then I might do another song, and then I'll come back to this one in a minute. All right, so looks like our friend Thomas George is here. Hi, Thomas. I do not know that song. I apologize, sir, so I won't be able to play it for you because I just don't know it. And darn it, I don't know that one either. Thomas, I'm coming up short for you tonight. I don't know either of your songs that you've requested. Our friend Chris Herb is in the audience as well. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey or Merry Christmas by Ed Sheeran, Elton John. Oh boy. I'm familiar enough with the Mariah Carey one, I might be able to do something with it. The other one I don't think I know at all. So I apologize. You guys are stumping me tonight. Silviu joining us, I believe, from Romania. How we doing? Thank you. Very late night for you. Another person putting in a late night. It's our friend Moritz from Graz, Austria. He just saw Sting and Bryan Adams. Okay. Awesome. I'll do what I can for you. Lee Scott, can you play Danny Wilson, Mary's Prayer, or Belinda Carlisle, Leave a Light On? Neither of those are ringing a bell with me, Lee. I am sorry. You know I love you and I'd love to do your request, but I'm unfamiliar with those songs. Now maybe I've heard them and I just am not familiar with them by title, but since I'm not able to stop and have a listen, I'm kind of stumped. I apologize. If there's something else you'd like to hear, please let me know. I'll do my best. Ruth Hooker's here. She sent a request in early that we will get to, some Michael Martin Murphy. Lord Farquaad is here. Mona Lisa's in Mad Hatters. That'll play in nicely with something else I have planned. Okay, thank you, Lord. Christian Lopez, greetings from Peru. Well, buenas noches, mi amigo. Sir Steve, my family and I always see you on Sundays live. Thank you for sweetening our ears with the piano and music. Will you be able to play Goodbye Yellow Brick Road? Aw. I will certainly give it my best try. Thank you, Christian. Gracias. Thank you for tuning in. That warms my heart. Bill Hasty wants to hear Working at the Car Wash Blues by Jim Croce. All righty. Kimani De Decker. Hey there, Steve. Don't know if you're familiar with Tina Turner's version of Help. If you're not, it's basically just a slowed down version, as you might imagine. Can you give this a go? Don't know if it'll sound like Tina Turner, but I will slow it down and do my version of a slower Help. Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. Thanks, Donnie. Hey, Matt, how we doing? I love this Oscar the Grouch avatar you've got. That's like the coolest. Because everyone knows Oscar's actually kind of a softie underneath it all. Tillman, Everybody Has a Dream by Billy Joel. Oh, all right. I will do my best. Can't remember the last time I even tried that one. How we doing? It's Ted. Ted is in the house. You play Mother by John Lennon or Bohemian Rhapsody or something by Sting. Okay. Thanks, Ted. Good to see you, as always. Ruth Greenberg's here. How we doing? She says, how about Holly Holy? Yeah, love that song. Okay. That'll be a pleasure. Chris Herb says, how about Happy Christmas War is Over by John Lennon? All righty. It's in the queue. Dion is in the house. He says, could you play She's Like the Wind by Patrick Swayze? If not, She Believes in Me by Kenny Rogers. Might have to give both of those a go. Kirsten. Hi, greetings from Poland. Elton John is my very, very hero music. Well, thank you so very much. He's mine too. And we're going to play some today. Last Christmas by George Michael. Let's see what I can do. Roy Orbison, You Got It. Okay. Country Roads by John Denver. Okay. Oh, lots of good stuff in the queue today. I'll tell you what, let me start with this because I know that this will satisfy one of Ted's suggestions. It'll also satisfy Moritz to some degree. This isn't one of the ones that you specifically mentioned, Moritz. I'm going to try to do a Bryan Adams song as well. But I had a look at this song because I wanted to play it for you tonight because I knew that was coming up. And I'm excited because I'm going to be seeing Sting for the first time ever in February. So he's on a double bill with Billy Joel. So I'm very looking forward to this, and I think this is a beautiful song. Let's see if you all remember it. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. Never made promises lightly. There've been some that are broken, but I swear in the days still left that we'll walk in fields of gold. That we'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. Right. Okay, what else do we have on here that I already know? I'm going to do another Elton John song in a little bit, but I'm going to do this one for Lord Farquaad right now. This is a song that was inspired by seeing New York City for the first time. And kind of a lovely little piece. This came out on a record in 1972. The album was called Hunky Chateau, and this is called Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters. And now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know the rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why. No, not if it's dark outside on a line. This Broadway's got a lot of songs to sing. If I knew the tunes, I might join in. Go away alone, I'll sow my own seed shall be sown in New York City. Subway no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. But unless they've seen the sky, they can't, and that is why. They know not if it's dark outside or light. And now I know the Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Oh, thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why. They know not if it's dark outside or light. dark outside on the line. Thank you, Lord. Let's have a little fun here. This is for our friend Bill Hasty. Except I can do better than that. Needed a drink anyway. Okay, third time's a charm. This is by Jim Croce. I just got out of the county prison, doing 90 days for non-support. I tried to find me an executive position, but no matter how smooth I talk, they wouldn't listen to the fact that I was a genius. Man just said, hey, we got all that we can use. Now a gobbles steadily depressing, low down mind isn't working at the car wash blues. I'd just be sitting in an air-conditioned office in a swivel chair, talking some trash to a secretary, saying, hey, now, baby, come on over here. Said I'm stuck here rubbing this fender with a rack, walking home in soggy old shoes, with them steadily depressing, low down mind isn't working at the car wash blues. A man of my ability should be puffing on a big cigar. Till I get myself straight, guess I'll just have to wait in this rubber suit, washing his car. All I can do is just to shake my head. You may not believe that it's true. Under this inside this Indo Niagara Falls is an undiscovered Howard Hughes. So baby, well, don't expect to see me with no double martini or any highbrow society news. I got them steadily depressing, low down mind isn't working at the car wash blues. That's right. Don't expect to see me with no bubbly martini in any highbrow society news. Got them steadily depressing, low down mind isn't working at the car wash blues. Got them steadily depressing, low down mind isn't working at the car wash blues. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Bill. It's our friend Bill Hasty out near St. Louis. All right. So one of the things that I love most about what I do is, and that's whether I'm playing gigs in person or what I'm doing right here or my teaching videos, this collection of work of a life in music has brought a lot of wonderful people into my life.
Some who've done what most people would consider to be extraordinary things. Some just extraordinary humans living rather ordinary lives. But I have so thoroughly enjoyed meeting the people, both in person and digitally, virtually. And I appreciate all the feedback I get. But every once in a while, you connect with somebody and you become like real friends with them. And so I've been enjoying that with a new person, and I just really kind of hit it off, and we've been exchanging a lot of back and forths, a lot of information. And I was just recounting one of the questions that I was asked was, tell me about some of your most poignant moments that you've ever experienced being at a concert. And interestingly enough, somehow this one slipped my mind, but it's got to be one of the top 5 things I've ever witnessed, and it has to do with John Lennon. When John died, Elton was very close to John. They recorded a cover together of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds that Elton sang and went to number 1, and then they worked on another song together that was going to go on John's record, or that went on John's album. It was called Whatever Gets You Through the Night. It also hit number 1. And they became such close friends that John actually made Elton the godfather of his son, his younger son, Sean Lennon. And so not only did Elton idolize him, he had always been Elton's favorite Beatle and whatnot, but he got to work with him, and he became close friends with him, and he really admired John's stance on human rights and other things like that. And so he was just a great admirer in general. And Elton had made this pact with John. He said, you have to promise me that if Whatever Gets You Through the Night hits number 1, that you're going to come perform with me and my band on stage in New York. And New York was John's adopted home. New York City took John in and treated him kind of like a native, like royalty. And John had not been performing really at all since the Beatles stopped touring. And he had developed terrible stage fright. But he made this promise to his new close friend Elton that he would, if the song hit number 1, he would make an appearance on stage with them at Madison Square Garden in New York City. And then I think he secretly prayed that the song would go to number 2 and stall out. But as luck would have it, Whatever Gets You Through the Night did hit number 1, and John felt honor-bound to fulfill that obligation. And Elton always describes it as, he says, I've never seen a reception like that before. He came out, it was 15 minutes of just the most absolute deafening roar, and it was a remarkable thing to be able to give to the people of New York City who had such love for this man and who hadn't had a chance to see him on stage in so long. And they played 3 songs together, and then John left, and he had a terrible stomach flu that night, and he probably went back and immediately threw up. But it was Thanksgiving night, 1974, and as it happened, that was the last time that John Lennon ever took the stage in public. And when John died, Elton was very concerned about trying to write a tribute song because he thought it could be cliched, it could sound like we're trying to cash in. It could be clumsy, it could be too cheesy, like I don't know if anything we would come up with would meet the moment. And he had written an instrumental, and that was all he was going to do. But Bernie Taupin wrote a beautiful lyric that moved Elton very, very deeply, and he wrote a wonderful melody to go with it. And they cut this song. And after touring for the album it was on, Elton has seldom played this song anywhere. Occasionally he will play it at Madison Square Garden because of the significance of that building for his experience with John Lennon. But mostly it was just too upsetting for him to do this tune. But he decided to add it to the set list of his second residency show at Las Vegas, which was called $1 Million Piano. I had the privilege of taking that show in twice, and both times he tells this story about John and the relationship they had. And he showed a little footage of John on stage with him that night at Madison Square Garden. And then he played this song, and both times were among the most moving experiences I've ever had at a concert. The song is called Empty Garden, and it's not just a metaphor for John's work that he planted and grew into such bountiful catalog of music for us, but it was also obviously a nod to how Madison Square Garden will always be empty now because John can never return. And so on this, the 44th anniversary of John being taken away from us, I want to pay homage to him and to Elton and to their special friendship, and pay homage to the extraordinary experience that I had to be able to be one of the few people to witness him singing this song, and the extraordinary privilege that I have to be able to perform it for all of you.
What happened here as the New York sunset disappeared? I found an empty garden among the flagstones there. Who lived here? Must have been a gardener that cared a lot, weeded out the tears and grew a good crop. Now it all looks strange. It's funny how one insect can damage so much grain. What's it for? This little empty garden by the brownstone door, and in the cracks along the sidewalk, nothing grows no more. Who lived here? Must have been a gardener that cared a lot, who weeded out the tears and grew a good crop. And we are so amazed, we're crippled and we're dazed. A gardener like that one, no one can replace. I've been knocking, but no one answers. And I've been knocking most all the day. Oh, I've been calling. Whoa, hey, hey, Johnny, can't you come out to play? And through their tears, some say he farmed his best in younger years, but he just said that roots grow stronger if only he could hear. Who lived there? Must have been a gardener that cared a lot, who weeded out the tears and grew a good crop. Now we pray for rain with every drop that falls. We hear you come out to play? And I've been knocking, but no one answers. And I've been knocking most of the day. Oh, I've been calling. Yeah, hey, hey, Johnny, can't you come out? Can't you come out to play? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Oh, 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 whoa. Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, can't you come out to play in your empty garden? All right, who else is here? Hi, Allison. Thank you. Susie Wheeler in Florida is here. Thank you. All right. Let's see. What else do I have in here? Oh, here's one I know Allison wants to hear. Seen the lights go out on Broadway. Saw the Empire State laying low. Life went on beyond the Palisades. They all bought Cadillacs and left there long ago. We held the concert out in Brooklyn to watch the island bridges blow. They turned our power down and drove us underground. We went Seen the lights go out on Broadway. Saw the ruins at my feet. You know we almost didn't notice it. Seen it all the time on 42nd Street. They burn the churches up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War, yeah. The flames are everywhere, no one really can. Always burned out there before. Oh, oh. Whoa. Seen the lights go out on Broadway, and oh, watch the mighty skyline fall. The boats were waiting at the Battery. The Union went on strike. They never sailed at all. They sent the carrier out from Norfolk. They picked the Yankees up for free. They said the Queens could stay. They blew the Bronx away, sang Manhattan out to sea. Whoa, whoa. You know those lights went bright on Broadway, but that was so many years ago. Before we all lived here in Florida, before the mafia took over Mexico. There aren't many who remember. They say a handful still survive. They tell the world about the way the lights went out. Keep the memory alive. Okay. Let me see what else I've not done yet. All right, this one's for our friend Ruth Greenberg in Washington, D.C. Let me get the lyrics up, though. This is one of those times where I'm like, oh, I know the words to this, and then if I get in the middle of it, I promise you I'll regret it. Ah, yes, Neil Diamond. I only got to see Neil Diamond in concert once. Of course, now he can't tour anymore. He has Parkinson's, but he put on a great show. I don't think he was a great singer live, but he was an outstanding entertainer live. And I had a lot of fun. And this was a highlight of the show. a song of songs. Sing it out. Sing it strong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Call the sun and the dead of the night. The sun's gonna rise in the sky. Touch a man who can't walk upright, and that lame man, he's gonna fly, and I fly, and I fly. Take the lonely child and the seed, let it be full with tomorrow. Holly holy, sing, sing the song. Sing a song of songs. Sing it out. Sing it strong. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Call the sun and the dead of the night. The sun's gonna rise in the sky. Touch a man who can't walk upright, and that lame man, he's gonna fly, and I fly, and I fly. Holly, holy dream. Dream out only you. Holly, holy sun. Holly, holy rain. Holly, holy. Now, if someone asks, what genre of song would you label that, Steve? It's very simple. You say, it's a Neil Diamond song. I think maybe there's a little gospel in it too, but mostly it's a Neil Diamond song because Neil Diamond makes every song his. You give Neil Diamond Mary Had a Little Lamb, it turns into a Neil Diamond song. Mary, she had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, that lamb was sure to go. And it followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. Followed her to school one day, and they said it was against the rules. But Mary, she never cared about no rules. No. Anyway. I love Neil Diamond. Take that as having fun with him, not at him.
You think, Bill? All right, I'll get to work on that. We'll put an arrangement together. Okay. So this is a personal indulgence on my part. I don't know what even got me thinking about this lately, but probably because this time of year, does anyone? Well, I won't go into too much detail about this because it's a little personal, but I don't know. I don't know if any of you have this experience of someone that is sort of the one that got away. And that's not really what this song is about, per se. But the person who inspired it definitely is my person that got away. And so I want to play it tonight because this time of year reminds me very much of her. We first bonded heavily this time of year, and anyway, I wrote this song, and we cut it as kind of an up-tempo, bouncy number, and I love it that way. My friend Chris Pinnock put a brilliant guitar part on it. Kind of sounds like an Allman Brothers song. But occasionally when I'm feeling a little like, I don't feel sad, I just feel like contemplative, you know. So sometimes I do it as a ballad, and I'm feeling like doing that. Some of you might know this from my last EP that came out. The EP was called Expansion. This song is called You're Beautiful. First time I saw you, I was completely blown away, and I knew some of heaven's finest work was on display, and I knew what I felt and what I wanted to convey, but I just couldn't find the words to say. Something about your long blonde hair above those deep brown eyes turned off my brain and kicked my heart right into overdrive. And I could not remember ever feeling so alive. So I decided that I had to try. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. I really tried to be creative for you at the time, but when I saw your face, I couldn't find another line. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. Believe it works that you fell in love with me. 10 years later, going strong, as happy as can be, laughing, dancing, loving one another constantly.
struggle every day. I'll hold you close and kiss you deep. Wonder what to say. I wanna be original, maybe less cliche. Then it just comes out the same old way. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. When I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. Think I'd be more clever, or you think I'd be more hip? You think I'd have a million words rolling off my lips? But every time I see you, nothing else will do than to tell you just how beautiful you are. Damn, I love you. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. When I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I'm trying to find a better line. When I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. All right, thank you for indulging my fancy there. Back to the request list. Well, how nice is this? Hello, Steve. This is my first time in one of your live streams. I love your channel, and your Billy Joel tutorials are fantastic, so thank you. Could you possibly play Moving Out by Billy Joel? All right. You know what? As long as we're talking about great moments from concerts, this is a good one. Picture it. November 1998. Steve is all of 20, he's freshly 21 years old. Just turned 21 on November 4th, and this is about November 12th or something like. No, excuse me. It's November 22nd. Can't remember if it's the 22nd or the 23rd that was the date that JFK was shot, but it was the 35th anniversary of JFK's assassination. And I only know that because that night when Billy played We Didn't Start the Fire, he referenced it, so that's my time marker. But anyway, first time having a chance to see Billy Joel by himself. I had seen him one time before that, 4 years earlier, with Elton John on the very first face-to-face tour. And I was just now old enough to have some spending money and the capacity and the authority to
hop on a plane or get in a car and go wherever the hell I wanted to go see a show. And so I was really starting to ramp up my concert experience. This was the beginning of about a 12-year run that was particularly egregious and fantastic. Anyway, it's 1998, and I get there, and we're in Chicago at the Rosemount Horizon Arena, which is a basketball arena that I can't remember what school it was, but one of the colleges played basketball there, and I think maybe another team played hockey there or something. It's not where the Chicago Bulls play, but I don't know what to expect. Billy doesn't have a new album out. He comes out and he opens with You May Be Right, which was very strange. That was usually one of the closers, but it was fun. But he goes in, and the second song, I expected to hear You May Be Right, because that's just one of those concert staples. But this song had been out of the concert rotation since, I believe, 1982. I think the last tour that he had played it on was, the last tour that he'd played this song on was the Nylon Curtain tour in 82. And he may have played it a couple times toward the end of the River Dreams tour in 94, but it had been a while. It had been a spell since they'd been performing this song. And so the second song of the set, I'm like anticipating, what are we going to hear? What are we going to hear? And I was delighted when he goes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, bow. Saving Spanish for someday. Mama Leone left a note on the door. Said, sonny, move out to the country. Whoa, but what I can do, I can give you a heart attack. You ought to know by now. And who needs a house out in Hackensack? Is that what you get with your money? And it seems such a waste of time. That's what it's all about. Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-huh. Sergeant O'Leary is walking the beats. Night he becomes a bartender. He works at Mr. Cantatore's down on Sullivan Street, across from the medical center. When he's trading in a Chevy for a Cadillac, you ought to know by now. If he can't drive with a broken back, at least he can polish the fenders. It seems such a waste of time. If that's what it's all about, Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-huh. You should never argue with a crazy mama. You ought to know by now. You can pay Uncle Sam with the overtime. Is that what you get with your money? If that's what you have in mind, yeah, if that's what you're all about. Good luck moving up, 'cause I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woo-hoo. Uh-huh. I'm moving out. Fun. I can tell I'm a little out of practice on that one. Haven't done that one in a spell. Okay. Well, this is one for our friend Ruth Hooker, one of our most faithful and most tenured fans here at the live stream experience. And someone I'm proud to have become a friend of. Delightful gal out in Virginia. And she reminded me a couple years ago about this song, which I had always loved and I'd kind of forgotten all about it. But this is one of those great kind of 70s can't quite tell. Is it pop? Is it country? What is it? It's beautiful is what it is. And it's by a gentleman named Michael Martin Murphey. And it's not a Christmas song per se, but it is set in the wintertime, and it kind of feels appropriate for this time of year. It feels Christmassy, and it's about a beautiful horse, pony named Wildfire. Down from the yellow mountain on a dark flat land she rides. A pony she named Wildfire, a whirlwind by her side on a cold Nebraska night. Say she died one winter when there came a killing frost. The pony she named Wildfire busted down his stall. In a blizzard she was lost. Ran calling wildfire, calling wildfire, calling wildfire. So by the dark of the moon I planted, but there came an early snow. Been a hoot owl howling outside my window now, about 6 nights in a row. She's coming for me, I know, and on Wildfire both gonna go. We'll be riding wildfire, riding wildfire, riding wildfire. It's for our friend Ruth. All right. Time for a quick shameless plug. If you are enjoying yourself and would like to help keep my bills paid and the lights on and all that good stuff, I do have digital tip jars. So if you want to support my work, I sure appreciate it. It's down in the video description. Both PayPal and Venmo. You can find this in the description of either Facebook or YouTube. Any amount is okay. Some people give a couple of bucks, and some people give $20, and some people give $100. It really doesn't matter. It all adds up, and of course, whether you leave something in the jar or not is less important to me than the fact that you're here giving me an excuse to do what I love. So, thank you very much. This is for our friends in Peru. I'm going to do the best that I can with this. Let me just check something here. You know you get on. You know you get on. All right, I'll do the best that I can with this. I might have to adapt it a little bit. I'm still working with my vocal coach on maintaining the use of my falsetto throughout the entire evening, but we're back to a point where at least it always returns. So it's just on certain vowels I still struggle a little bit, but it's not because of damage, it's just some weird phonation problems. So working on it. I'll do the best that I can with this.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Should have stayed on the farm. Should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a prison for your friends to hold. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't blame me in your bed house. Going back to my plow, back to that little owl in the woods, hunting the honeyback toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Ooh.
Thanks to everyone who's going to bed because they're in a different time zone and it's like 3 in the morning. I appreciate it very much that you took the time to watch some of it. You can catch the replay. Here's for Lee Scott.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, the Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, the mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning, now she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, yeah, country roads take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, oh mama, take me home. Country roads take me home. Down country roads take me home. Down country roads.
Here's one for our friend Thomas George.
Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see a love that money just can't buy. One love from you can do the things you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, baby, you got it.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. This one is for Dion. I haven't done this one in a while, but I'm going to get extra credit points on this one. For anyone who liked the movie Dirty Dancing, got to remember the key here.
She's like the wind.
Okay. I will do my best to remember how this goes. I'm laughing at the song because it is a little bit cheesy, but I love this song. I love this song the way I love Hallmark Christmas movies made for television. You know, it's like Ted Lasso says. He's like, they suck, but they're also great. They mostly suck, but they're also pretty great. And this song doesn't suck. It's just, it's like so of its time, which makes me laugh because I remember being about a 10-year-old watching Dirty Dancing and thinking, what a scandalous bunch of moves these guys are doing. But loving the soundtrack.
She's like the wind through my tree. She rides at night next to me. She leads me through moonlight only to burn me with the sun. She's taken my heart, doesn't know what she's done. Feel the breath in my veins, body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. Look in the mirror, all I see is a young old man, only a dream. I'm just fooling myself, she'll stop the pain.
Wait, excuse me. I did that wrong.
Am I just fooling myself, she'll stop the pain. Living without her, I'd go insane. Feel the breath in my face, her body close to me. She's like the wind. Feel your breath in my veins, your body close to me. Can't look in your eyes, you're out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. Just a fool to believe. Just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. She's like the wind. Thank you, Dion. I love those trips down Amnesia Lane. Right, here's one for our friend Chris Herb. Just making sure I'm in the right key. Okay. I have a Christmas holiday song. I keep forgetting to put my lights up over here. I need to do that before next week. This is, of course, by John Lennon. Good day for it. So this is Christmas, what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. So this is Christmas, hope you have fun, the near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one. Let me see. Let's hope it's a good one. Without any fear. I screwed that up terrible. We're probably just going to do a whole, second take on this. Chris, you deserve better than that, but let me make sure I remember how this goes. Very Merry Christmas. Okay, yeah, we'll do a better job this time. Take two, which is showbiz talk for boy did I screw that one up. Okay, here we go. So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year older, a new one just begun. So this is Christmas, hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one, without any fear. So this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for rich and the poor ones. The road is so long. So happy Christmas, for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fights. A very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one, without any fear. So this is Christmas, what have we done? Another year older, a new one just begun. So happy Christmas, we hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one, without any fear. War is over, if you want it. War is over now. War is over, if you want it. War is over now. War is over, if you want it. The war is over now. War is over, if we want it. The war is over now. Here's another request that Dion had. I love playing this song. This is by Kenny Rogers. He's one of the artists I grew up kind of loving. As a kid, my favorite Kenny Rogers song was The Gambler, of course. But as an adult, this moved into the top slot.
she lay sleeping. I stay out late at night and play my songs. Sometimes all the nights can be so long. It's good when I finally make it home, all alone, while she lay sleeping. Try to get undressed without the knife. Quietly she says, how was your night? Go to her and say it was all right. And I hold her tight. She believes in me. She'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong. She has faith in me, so I'll go on trying faithfully. Who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I can find a way, find a way, while she lays dreaming. Stumble to the kitchen for a bite. I see my old piano in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend. And there's no end while she lays weeping. I fumble with a melody or two. I'm torn between the things that I should do. She says, just wake me up when I am through. God, our love is true. She believes in me. Never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I would change the world with my little songs. But I was wrong. She has faith in me, so I'll go on trying faithfully. Who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way, find a way, while she waits, while she waits for me. All right, what else did I leave? Holy mackerel. It's just about time to get out of here for the night. We have just time for maybe one last song. So I'm going to do Sorry for anyone I left hanging. You know, usually there's more requests than I can get to in a single night, but I do my best. So don't give up on me. Just come back next week and ask for the same thing. I'll do what I can. We'll end with this Christmas song by Wham. Give it an earthier. I'm just going to do a little bit of it, actually. Give it more of an earthy feel.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day I gave it away. This year to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day I gave it away. This year save me from tears, give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance but you still catch my eye. Tell me baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been over a year, doesn't surprise me.
Sorry, I got lost on the words because they're weird.
Merry Christmas. Well, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you and I meant it. Now I know what a fool that I've been. If you kiss me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas gave you my heart, but the very next day gave it away. This year save me from tears, give it to someone special. Whoa, last Christmas I gave you my heart, very next day you gave it away. This year save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Ooh. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you went and gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you. Really fun. As usual, you guys had really, really good taste in music. Lots of fun requests. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I hope you did too. Be back here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope that some of you can join me again. Remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And of course, for all of us, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. Not sure when the ride comes to an end for me or anyone else, but I do want to know. I do want to know that I left it all on the field, so don't have any regrets. Love you guys. See you next week.